Hikaru, how would you describe the outcome of this Grandmaster tournament? Did you hope for more for you, or is it an overall satisfactory result for you?
I think coming into the tournament, I was hoping for +2, +3. So, in retrospect, it's a pretty respectable result. I gained some rating points. But I guess the strange part is the way that I arrived at the score because, like I said, I would have been fairly happy with +2 before the tournament. But then with the positions I obtained in a couple of the games, I certainly hoped for more. But overall, it's not the end of the world, and I think that I played reasonably well, especially at the end. So it's not the best result, but it's not horrible either. And that's the way chess goes. Sometimes you don't get all the lucky
Yeah.
breaks.
From inside of the tournament, how did you leave this tournament? It was very special atmosphere with a replacement of a player, with a scoring football scoring system, with the 45 years of the festival. How was it for you? You are used to play very high level close tournament. How was this one particular for you?
Um, Overall, it was good. I think that the scoring system, there are good things and bad things to it. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. I think overall, the jury is still out on whether chess should move to this full time or go back to the classical system. But it's always good to see people trying out new ideas. Also, with it being the 45th anniversary, I know my stepfather played here the first time, but for me, being back a second time, the first time since 2005, was really quite nice being back here because I had good experiences the previous time, and so just having the opportunity to compete was really special.
The chess world was very interested when you revealed that you had several training sessions with Gary Kasparov. Did this had the effect you expected when you were right, or do you think that this work will still benefit you in the future? How you could summarize a bit this
Um,
cooperation?
okay. I think it was definitely a good experience. Anytime you have the opportunity to work with someone who many consider to be the greatest player ever, there's always going to be value in that. I think certainly it was successful in that I won in Vaikonze. Unfortunately, I didn't necessarily have the results thereafter that I was hoping for. But like any training sessions, anyone that you work with, there's I think both parties have some responsibility in terms of things not working out. But it certainly improved my level. I've become a better player since then. So I think there was certainly a positive aspect to working with Gary.
10 days ago, you won the exhibition Blitz tournament in Biel. You are seen as one of the strongest Blitz player in the world, but you didn't play in Astana, in the World Championship. Which were the reason, and you were
Okay.
disappointed?
Actually, I think Ruslan Ponomarev sort of hinted at this. I think on a blog on Chess Vibes, where unfortunately FIDE didn't let the players know very far in advance what was happening. I had heard rumors about the tournament as early as February, but I only officially was invited, I think, right before the Town Memorial at the beginning of June. And okay, by this point, I had already made some summer plans, and really, for me, it would have made my schedule very complicated because I would have had to get a visa to go to Astana. Then I would have had to, I guess, a couple days, but then come here. And I just sort of wanted to focus on classical chess. So, I mean, at this point, I try to enjoy myself away from chess as much as I can too. So, it just didn't make sense to me to go out of my way to play there, and really potentially, mess around with this term because classical chess is still more important ultimately.
You like to travel as an American grandmaster. You have to travel a lot around the world. Some of your favorite cities are New York, St. Louis, Vancouver.
Well, two of the three are.
So, which are your favorite cities in the world?
I'd have to say my two. I mean, Vancouver and New York are my two favorite cities, largely because they're very cosmopolitan. You meet a lot of great people there. It seems that there's a lot happening, especially in New York. With you can just find just about everything. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in New York, so I really cherish the time that I have when I'm there. And Vancouver as well. I love the cultural diversity there, all the great music, the different food, everything. It's just those two cities really have a special place in my heart.
Which are the sports you prefer? Ice hockey next to chess?
I like following ice hockey. I think overall tennis is my favorite sport, both from watching and also from playing. It's the sport that I love the most. Okay. If I had enough time, I'd probably play more tennis than chess, frankly, because I find it more interesting.
Why you don't want that Switzerland has its first gold medal in Olympic Games with Roger Federer?
You're saying why don't I want him to win?
Yeah.
Okay, he's won enough already. Okay, in general, I'm a Nadal fan, so it's very hard for me to root for Federer. And even in Wimbledon, I was really pulling for Murray, just because it's always nice to see people who haven't won before finally break through.
How many tweets do you do during a tournament?
I think I was doing one a day, so about 10 more or less. Sometimes I'll do more than that, but during chess tournaments, I tend to focus only on chess. Whereas when I'm not playing, I will tweet about other things. But during a tournament, I'm just going to do one or two. I don't really see the need to go crazy like some people do with tweets, where they just tweet 20, 30 a day. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Who is the world number one among the Grandmaster in Twitter?
Well, I guess by sheer numbers, it must be Magnus, by followers, I assume. But I think more importantly with Twitter, it's a social media. It's a way of getting out there and promoting the game and trying to get more people interested in it who aren't necessarily chess players or don't even play chess for that matter. Because I know on Twitter there always are suggestions for people to follow, and really Twitter, I mean, it's fun to tweet, but it's more, I think, about trying to spread the word, trying to make chess more interesting to the people who aren't really playing.
Your next tournament?
It'll be the Olympiad in Istanbul. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun event. Very important.
Thanks a lot, Hikaru.
Thank you.